What's the deal? What's the deal? This your favorite Uncle Spooty, aka the neighborhood supporter, and welcome to the neighborhood. Neighbors, nieces, nephews, come on, have a seat. Have a seat. We got some things to talk about. Before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Do all of that things. If you want to go a little step further, go ahead and hit that Instagram. Go ahead and follow that other podcast. You know what I'm saying? You can do all of that. But glad you're here. And we're here to talk about Put a Ring on It. I think this is the second season. Dr. Nicole, we got who we have. Shauna, LaRonda, Darian, Alexia, Eric, and Jess. We just gonna recap the whole season, man. I think this season was great as a whole. I think the Put the Ring on It series is a very great relationship series. Me and my lady have watched it before together, and we can see how that process can help a relationship get better and grow. So I do want to say shout out to Oprah for putting together such a great show. Dr. Nicole as well for being the coach. I don't know if she put together the show or not, or just doing the coaching piece, but amazing job. But let's get into it, man. Shout out to Eric and Jess. Shout out to LaRonda and Sean. They end up putting the ring on it. I would say this from the beginning. I always thought that LaRonda and Sean was going to stick through it. Thought my guy Sean was a little too sensitive, you know what I'm saying, overall. But I mean, that's him. I do want to know what his comedy is like, because his voice seems like he'll be a good comedian. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to check him out. I just followed him on the gram too. So if you're seeing this, give me a follow back. But I always thought that they was gonna make it just from the vibes. It seemed like he didn't want to risk a lot, which is natural. I mean, if you know certain things trick you to get in that bag. Things trick you to get in that bag you don't want to be in. You're going to stay away from it. So I see what he was doing, but I'm glad he stuck through and went through the test and ultimately end up, doing the right thing, putting that ring on it. You know what I'm saying? LaRonda, she just always seemed like a cool girl. She's like, she don't never take things too serious. It just be like a vibe, like, all right, cool. I'll take this for what it is at the moment, and I'm straight. Nothing deeper into it. So LaRonda always seemed like she was very headstrong in there. So shout out to LaRonda, man. So moving on to, we can go to Jess and Eric. Eric, I would say Eric, my dog, for sure. I want to say character like you're a fucking cartoon, but you was my favorite person on the show. Like, I could tell you really wanted to do the process. You had your petty moments, my nigga, but overall, bro, you seemed like a cool dude, bro. You was ready to grow, all that good shit, man. Country, fucks with you, man. But yeah, so Eric and Jess, bro, they seem like I have faith in them and shit. They always was saying the same thing to each other all the time. I feel like I can't open up. I feel like I can't communicate. They both said the same thing to each other all the time. And then, like, I thought some of the shit was petty when they were doing the dates back and forth a little bit. Like, somebody used this to get back at them, or, like, somebody would say something like, look, I did this because of this, like, or something like that. Like, little petty moments. But I'm so glad that they made it through that. And even, like, the end with the photo shoot was fire. Like, it looked like, I don't know if he normally was involved with her business like that, which from what I was hearing on the show. You don't get me wrong, I don't know a lot, but from what the vibe I got, he wasn't really involved in shit. So like him being there at the photo shoot, coaching her on, that was some lit shit. That's some shit I would do. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit I would do. That's some shit I would do. Get baby girl the photo. You know what I'm saying? Get baby girl the photo shoot, watch, cheer her on. You know what I mean? I like to be one of my lady's biggest cheerleaders, so totally get that. That was something I put in my little bag too. Jess, she was, I would say sometimes she was vibing a little more than I would want to. You know what I'm saying? To some of the dates she was vibing to, like she was vibing a little too much. You know what I'm saying? I think she felt on the nigga chest and shit. I don't know. But my man E, he was laid up too. But yeah, so I don't know. But overall, man, shout out to them too, man. They wanted the fifth kid, all that good shit. Much more to y'all, man. Blessings. But last but not least, Darian and Alexia. I didn't know that nigga was as dumb as he talk. I didn't know. I really didn't know. Y'all, is it just nieces, neighbors, nephew, all that? Is it just me? I didn't know that nigga Darian was as dumb as he talk. I didn't really think you would go on sign up for a show on national television, say you're not doing something, but end up doing it on national television. Mm. 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 Fuck that. Like, fuck that. Embarrassing that woman like that, man. Embarrassing that woman like that, man. Alexia, more power to you. You can fucking write a book. I think this is gonna open a lane for you on another level. You already did this whole experience, got you at a vulnerable state already. So when you vulnerable, sometimes that makes the best relationships grow. You know what I'm saying? Like me seeing that and a whole bunch of fans across the world of the show is just gonna cling to you as a support system naturally. And that's gonna propel anything you got going forward. So this actually was a blessing for you. You know what I'm saying? So what was it, like 14 years? Yeah, man, that's a long ass time, man. I don't even know why you was waiting that long, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody was thinking that too. But I mean, I'm glad you found out and stuff happened like this for a reason. So like, I think it's gonna be major blessings coming your way. I think I followed you all. I followed the whole cast. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet y'all one day. I don't know why. It's just I'm gonna meet y'all one day. Me and my lady gonna meet all y'all, the couples and shit. And we gonna chop it up, have a drink, all that type of shit. But yeah, man, I didn't think that nigga was as dumb as he looked. He kept going on dates with Kai. I always thought like, damn, bro, you gonna go on another date, nigga? Another date, nigga? Like, that nigga kept going on dates with Kai. And Kai was just always aggressive. Like, she was the most aggressive date on the show. Like, and I start thinking like, how did the staff know to put Kai with that nigga? Like, I don't know if any other female, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if any other female that was in that dating pool for the guys would have did that to that nigga, bro. They picked her for a reason. They picked her for a fucking reason. She was a assassin. Dr. Nicole probably set Alexia up. Dr. Nicole, I just threw you on the bus. You might have set Alexia up. You knew what you was doing. I don't know if you set the dates up, but you knew what the fuck you was doing. You knew Kyle was gonna get that nigga together. Uh-huh. Dr. Nicole said she gonna put you through the major test. Sure did, and that nigga failed with flying colors, man. But overall, I mean, it's not that shocking. But it's like, it's still like a damn. It's really just like the embarrassment for Alexia. So that was really it with that. I really didn't see them at all stand together, just because I knew Darian really couldn't have it's like he seemed like he couldn't have a conversation, or they couldn't really have a conversation. That seemed very, without it being like manipulative, you know what I'm saying? So that right there was the biggest sign for me for their relationship. It wasn't even the fact that he was going on dates with Kai, because a lot of people went on multiple dates and stuff like that. But it's just their level of communication, you know what I'm saying? Which is one of the most, I would say that is the most important within a relationship, the communication, man. And, you know, through your bumps and journeys, and through your bumps in your journey, you realize that, and you get better and better at it. And if you don't, you're a fucking loser. It's like you should want to get better at things. And if you just know you're terrible and you choose not to, that's a little crazy. But I'm ready for the fucking reunion. I want to see what happens, because I see that Kai is actually with Darian now. So that's interesting. Um, I want to see what happened there. I want to see what's up with the couples, how they doing, they married yet, what they do, are they just still engaged and all that shit. I'd be real into this type of shit. I like this shit, and I'm probably not the typical person that you would think would be a fan of the show, but I'm a fan of the show. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what y'all think. Is Put a Ring on It overall just a great show? Let me know your feelings about this past season. Was there any really any shockers there? Um, Anything, let me know. Once again, I am back, and I will catch y'all again next time.